tonight? Alright, let's give a big thanks to Mammies for having us tonight. And also Ken Allen for putting this together. Ken is actually my boss. And he gave me a guarantee that nothing I say here will affect my job. But if you see me on the square next week trying to wash windows for a nickel, we all know what happened. Alright, well, I grew up in a really small town here in Kentucky. It's about the size of New Haven. It's called Caneyville, Kentucky. Anyone ever heard of Caneyville? It's got one four-way stop. If you blink, you missed it. And there are good parts and bad parts about growing up in a small town. The best parts are the very interesting people you get to meet. For example, I'm from small town Kentucky. And hey, wait a minute, girl. Oh, damn. You're looking mighty fine today. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I meet you at the family reunion last Sunday? Hey now, quit calling me daddy. People might get suspicious. Or, I'm from small town Kentucky. And hey buddy, can I stay at your place tonight? Yeah, I done blew up my camper trailer out back to a meth lab explosion. Money? Hell no, I ain't got no money. But I ain't got no teeth neither, which makes for a pretty damn good blowjob to get on the knee. But the worst part about living in a small town is that everybody knows everybody. I couldn't do shit without everybody knowing my business. I would get in trouble growing up, and my ex-stepmom would be on the phone with 4 of her friends before the hour was up. I would go into school on Monday and overhear my teacher saying, "Oh, did you hear what Charles did over the weekend?" So I just go to my desk, lay my head down, and think, man, no one ever told me gasoline lighter and spray can would be a bad idea. I didn't mean to burn down the fucking barn. Oh, boys. Good crowd, though. In high school, though, I was a really weird student. Like, really weird. Like, one time after school, I was walking with my buddy, and he goes, "Dude, you're trash." I was like, "Bro, I don't have to take that shit." So I jumped in the dumpster. Also in high school, me and my best friend had this game where we would sneak up on each other and slap each other's asses as hard as we could. One day I get out of class, and I see her in the hallway. And she doesn't see me, so I sneak up, I go, "Bitch!" And everybody within a 100-foot radius turns their head at us and goes, and it's just like, "What the hell just happened?" I went, "Giddy up, bitch, I'm ready to ride." The absolute weirdest thing I did in high school, though, was when I walked in one morning and I saw this group of girls having a deep throating contest with bananas. So I went over to the lunch line, went to the thing, got myself a banana, and I went, "Ladies, take notes." Now don't bite off the tip, because that's just bad practice. And my mom's actually here tonight. I'm sorry you had to see that, Mom, but from what I hear from your fiance, you're the reason I don't have a gag reflex. For a little bit of my senior year of high school, I lived in Houston, Texas. And in this school, I lived in the hood, and there were only 2 white people that went there. Me and this other chick. Her name was Rachel. And the only reason I knew her name was Rachel was because I constantly had people coming up to me going, "Hey, you must know Rachel." What do you think, all white people know each other? You fucking racist. And I'm not even fully white. I took a 23andMe test recently and found out that I'm 1/32 black. Which explains the hair. But beyond that, I'm just left with more questions than answers. Like, why can't I dance? Why is my dick so small? And why do cops respect me? And my mom, who was extremely religious when I was growing up, and because of this had some strange rules for me and my siblings. especially with what movies we were allowed to watch. We weren't allowed to watch The Little Mermaid because, in her opinion, it was about a young girl disobeying her parents. But we were allowed to watch The Patriot. You know that Mel Gibson film where you can literally watch him destroy like 15 redcoats with a hatchet? Or in another scene, get a guy's head blown off with a cannonball? Yeah, thanks for the nightmares, Mom. That joke's called Under the Sea is Forbidden, but War is Righteous. Luckily, though, my mom did lighten up, which is good for me because my junior year of high school, I told my mom I was going to my buddy's house for the weekend. She's like, all right, have a good time. I'll see you Sunday. Here's the thing, though. I was going to a girl's house. Anyway, I go to the girl's house. I have a good time, but I end up with a hickey right here on my neck. And I have a plan. I'm going to go home, put a little spoon on it. Nobody's going to know. Walk into the front door. My mom's looking right at me. And I'm like, she's like, what happened to your neck, sweetie? I'm like, oh, nothing. We were playing ping pong, and a ping pong ball hit me really hard in the neck. She didn't say anything, so I thought I got away with it. Fast forward a couple of years, I'm a freshman in college, and my mom comes to eat dinner with me. My mom has a new boyfriend, and she is covered in hickeys. And I'm like, Mom, what has he been doing to you? She goes, nothing, sweetie. We've just been playing ping pong. My mom's great, especially compared to my father. That man had me circumcised, which is unfortunate. And the only reason he had me circumcised is because he wanted me to look just like him. He's got 4 ex-wives. Thanks for setting me up to tell you, Dad. Speaking of dicks, though, let's imagine a world for a second in which the more men worked out, the bigger their dicks grew. First of all, I'd be in a lot better shape. And secondly, I know for a fact within a couple of years, with all the gym rats out there, there'd be guys out there with 20-foot-long dicks, creating a new sport called Double Dick Dutch. Brought to you by Magnum, sponsored by Pornhub. Unfortunately, though, I do have to work tonight. But believe me, I would much rather spend time here than putting car parts into a break for $19 an hour. I know, what's crazy about my company, though, is any one of the presses that makes the parts is worth more money than what I would make if I were to work there until retirement. And that's not even the most selfish company out there. That's Amazon. And I've worked for them. They're worth $1.24 trillion, and they pay me $17 an hour. $1.24 trillion, and they pay me $17 an hour? That's enough money to give every single employee worldwide a $600,000 bonus and still have hundreds of billions left over. Billions with a B. $1.24 trillion, and I made $17 an hour? I mean, don't get me wrong. The facilities are great. I mean, seriously. If you like wiping your ass with ultrasound 2-ply toilet paper while at work, then Amazon's the place for you. But $1.24 trillion and I made $17 an hour? I might only be 22 years old, but I'm smart enough to know when I'm getting a 625 million carat diamond cock shoved up my ass. And I like big dick just as much as the next guy, but that's just too damn much. I actually do have a girlfriend now. I do. Don't worry, she's just my beard. No, I'm kidding. We are actually both bi, which is great because we check out men and women together. And one of my favorite things about her is her name. Her name is Rain, which is great for the morning because I can just say, hey Rain, I'm horny, would you call me this morning? She's great though. And my brain just turned on. Well, thank you guys for that tonight. I think this is going to be my time. You guys have a great night.